Hello, good morning, and welcome to the OGA Dota Pit Season 5. We're here for OG versus Navi, and I'm joined, as I will be across this morning, by Misery and Black to talk through today's series. Misery, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. You looking forward to some knockout Dota?
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna watch these games regardless, so it's just nice to be able to, be a bit more in the soup, you could say.
And Black, how about you? I imagine this must feel very different for players to how it feels to a league. Does it feel different to you? Do you enjoy watching tournaments like this particularly?
Oh yeah, of course. It's gonna give them a lot more room for experimentation. Like, cause of course, when you're playing these leagues, you aren't as daring because every match is like super important. Not to say that these matches aren't important, but you know, like you are definitely gonna be. If you pick that sniper last pick, you're definitely gonna be more willing to do it here than you would be like in a DPC league where like the majors on the line, right? So I'm looking forward to a lot of fun and innovative strategies here.
I think what's worth saying is we've got so many great teams in this tournament. This is a jam-packed tournament. I think every team is a Division 1 team. They're all close to being top of their divisions or kind of considered amongst the top of their divisions. Will the teams see this as much more important because of that, or will they only ever be looking for the major qualification, Misery?
I mean, I think people are definitely looking to do their best. Like nobody wants to lose, even if there's not as much on the line. So I think we're definitely going to see teams try their best. And I think there's also not that much Dota to play these days, since with the new DPC, there's only one match a week. So I do think people are really hungry to just play some Dota and like be part in another tournament than DPC.
Certainly. I imagine a team who's going to be very hungry is this new OG roster. Very, very young team, newly put together. They've only played a couple of games in the DPC. I imagine they must feel like this is a tournament in which they can prove themselves. Black, talk to me a little bit about this OG roster. You've been impressed by what you've seen from them so far?
I mean, certainly in their first series against Secret, I think it was, like they completely destroyed them, and obviously ATF was very happy about it, let's put it that way. And I mean, it just looks like they have limitless potential. Like there's Tiger, who is very experienced, and Misha as well, who has been working with OG for quite a while now. And then, of course, you have No Tail, Sap, all working in the background as well. So they give all of this potential and so much power from the background as well. Like I can see them go really, really far, and they've shown that they can.
Misery, you played against a couple of these players when they were on Creep Wave, I believe. Did you notice their potential there to join? Or was this a bit of a surprise to you that they got picked up in this manner?
No, I didn't think it was a surprise at all. I think, I don't really know Uragi that much, but the other two guys, Hansha and ATF, are both really good players. Like they're such good core players too. They get so much farm every game, and they have really high impact. And in against Creep Wave as well, we always banned out Amar Zero's first phase because it was just a nuisance to deal with. So I think they're all like super talented, and I'm not surprised that it's going so well for them already.
Yeah. I wanted to start this morning by making you two both maybe feel sad. I looked back and did some maths. When you guys played together on LGD International, ATF and BNZ was just 7 years old. Does that make you feel sad?
What were you, Misery? Do you feel sad? Or do you feel 7 years old? When was that? Like 7 years ago?
Yeah. Yes, 7 years. He's 16, so...
It is pretty crazy to think about like that. I mean, you can even take it further back, like when I started playing Dota. I don't even know how old
he was. I did the maths for that. He was 4 years old. Yeah.
Maybe they were just born, like literally just born, where we were like beating out. They're good.
Played for 16 years, one way or another.
Okay, we're going to be going into a draft very quickly. I did want to briefly talk about Navi before we start. Black, talk to me about this squad. This is a bit of a super team. There's some big players here. They've maybe underperformed a little bit. Do you think there's a lot of potential in this squad?
I mean, on paper, there is definitely a lot of potential. Like Aloha Dance has been on and off. People have their own opinions about him and his attitude towards the game. Like they say, oftentimes he's not very serious. But hopefully, with this Navi squad now, he finally found his rhythm and found his seriousness back. Because when he's on top of his game, he's like one of the best players there is. Of course, it's V2 no one in general, very well-known people. in the CIS scene as well. They can break open a game no matter what situation they're put in. And solo, of course, probably CIS's. Well, can I even say that still after Spirit won TI? One of CIS's best captains there is, and has been for a long time.
He had a rough season last season.